Najee, the game this weekend, Grey Cup championship on the line. This is the second time you're on a team that is playing for the Grey Cup championship with the Alouettes. You've been with them your whole CFL career, but the first time around didn't have an opportunity to play because of injury. What does it mean to have another opportunity? Because opportunities, as you know better than me, don't come around that often. To get this second chance and to be a starter for your team on Sunday.
It's just a blessing. It's like you said, when you make your run to the Grey Cup, it's a small window that you got to be able to pursue it. And for me to be able to have the opportunity now, words really can't describe it. Back in 2023, as a competitor, I wish I played. Yeah, we won, but as just a competitor, I always wanted to be able to contribute. And that year, I did it more vocally than I could physically. So this year, I'm excited and I can't wait to be out there with the guys.
What has it been like going through this playoff run when you know you have a team that's capable of getting there and winning it? Did you have a sense through the season that this team was a championship level team?
Yeah, we always knew. We got a lot of the core guys back that we had last year. But it was through training camp, just guys gelled, the culture was there. And as the season started to go, we had a pretty good team, but there was a rough patch in August, actually. We had lost our quarterback to injury for about 5 weeks, and we went five straight games, that we lost. But one thing you could say about the team, we all stuck together, through those hard times, no matter what. And it helped us to get to where we are today. We just kept fighting.
Well, speaking of fighting, you've got this chance to go back. What would it mean to you to get to win this one? I know the other one's precious, but to be a starter and to be there and be a big part of it.
Honestly, it would mean the world to me. Starting out here in Montreal, been here since 2018. And when I first got to Montreal, we were almost like the laughing stock of the league, really weren't Grey Cup material or whatever. So to be able to go out there, be able to play in this one and win it, especially at the back end of my career here now, it would mean the world to me. I mean, I could cry, but we got one more game to take care of.
Now, what's it going to mean to your family? Because I've seen family photos, everybody on the sideline with you, everybody's excited. What's it mean to have all that support throughout your career and know they are right there with you?
Oh, without them, they always took sacrifices, and it started back when I was pee-wee through high school, through college. But just to have them, and then even Steubenville itself, to be on the back, excuse me, to be just background support, I love it. They help me keep going. It gives me motivation. It gives me more to play for, and gives me more of a reason why.
Well, on this night that we're having this conversation, Friday night, the game kicks off at 6 against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Big Red is playing in a playoff game as they normally do, as you normally did when you were at Big Red. What has that Big Red impact on your career been? Because I know when you're going through everything, you keep taking those lessons along the way with you. And I'd imagine with the amount of winning Big Red did, you just get used to winning and you expect to win.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Big Red taught me. It gave me my foundation of football for the most part. Being mentally strong, understand going through adversity, and understand what that means. But bigger develops mental toughness for you. So when situations get tough, you're able to lead by example. You're able to cope through different things that maybe other people might not necessarily do. But bigger, it definitely has transformed me to want to win. Always got the taste of winning, and that's what you chase for.
I thought of this the other day. The Stanley Cup, guys get to take it home for a couple of days. They get to tour wherever they go. Do you guys have that opportunity to take the Grey Cup home and take that around to wherever you want to take it for a day or two?
So I was told in the past that we actually do. Now I'm not too sure how it is now, but I was told each person on the team, if you win it, I think you get maybe a day or two with it, and you're able to bring it back home. And I wanted to do it in 23, but obviously I didn't play. But I always told myself, if I ever got to the Grey Cup and won it, I always wanted to bring it back home to Steubenville and go to the spot bar and party with everybody. So if it so if it happens, we'll try to make it happen if they allow us to.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome because that's one of those legendary trophies. You see it, you know exactly what it is right away. And 112 years. This
Yes.
is the people. Some people that don't know about the Canadian football, Canadian football. What are you talking about? I said it's been around for 112 years. They've had the Grey Cup for 100. This is a big time deal, and they're like, I had no idea. And then they watch it, and tell me about adjusting to that brand of football when you've got wide receivers running a million miles an hour at you, and all of a sudden you're like, they've got such advantages for the offense. It's unbelievable.
It is not only that, but the first thing that was the biggest adjustment for me, it was a culture shock coming to Montreal because Montreal is very French. So
Mhm.
step off the plane, signs are in French. It was all new to me here. So not only did I have to get used to that, I had to get used to the football game too, with the guys running at you. Um, you get field goals missed for points. We got so many different rules, but it was maybe 2 weeks in, you start to get a feel for it, and then football becomes football. And then, I
Mhm.
always watch Zach whenever he was up here playing too. So I had a familiar, I was familiar with the game, but until I actually got to go out there myself and do it, it took a little. It wasn't too bad to get used to though.
Now, do you speak? Are you fluent in French now?
I could give you the basic like Spanish. It's like ça va bien et toi? So how are you doing? So
So
nothing
just
too much.
just enough to get by a little bit.
Yeah, but they understand that our accent isn't French. So once you say that, they'll just say hello. And then we'll just start speaking English from there.
They're like, don't bother, don't bother. We'll just
Yeah.
do English. We'll just do English.
Yeah. Make it
All right.
easier.
I need to ask you for a scouting report. You've got the Rough Riders. They'll be the team in green. And kind of an interesting thing, an interesting twist. Uh, in 23, if I'm not mistaken, Montreal played Winnipeg. Zach was the quarterback, so you guys kind of matched up, but you didn't get to play. This time the game is in Winnipeg. Zach's team got knocked out, I think, quarterfinals or semifinals. I'm not sure. And now, so you've got Saskatchewan. Give me a scouting report for what we should expect to look for on Sunday.
Um, Honestly, Sunday, two great defenses. Saskatchewan has a great defense. They have a veteran quarterback in Trevor Harris. Played many years up here. Very smart guy. He actually was here with me in Montreal back in 2022. But our offense, we got weapons out there. We have a great young quarterback. I believe he's the youngest starter in the league right now. So yeah, so it's going to be two powerhouse defenses versus two offenses with a lot of weapons. So should be an exciting game. It should be fun. It shouldn't be too cold. Yeah, I guess bring your popcorn. We actually played Zach the first round actually. So yeah, I didn't get to play him in 23, but I was nervous because this year we played him in the first round, and they've been to five straight Grey Cups, and
Yeah.
Zach is a competitor. So it's like I'm nervous. We're more nervous to play them than we are to play Hamilton, which we just played last week, just because it's like what he's gonna give you, like he's not
Mhm.
gonna go out without a fight. But that was just it was nice to be able to play with him, against him in the playoffs in a game like that. And he brought me to his house. Actually we had a game out here in Winnipeg before that playoff game. He invited me over. I got to meet his wife, his kids and stuff. And he cooked dinner for us. So it was awesome though. It was always an awesome time playing him.
Big Red Brothers for life, right?
Always, man. Listen, the guy threw a touchdown on me the first time we played Winnipeg this year. It was like the first touchdown, and he comes up to me and was like, "Guess what day it is tomorrow?" And I said, I'm not even paying attention to him. He said, Big Red plays tomorrow. I'm like, bro, get out my face. You just threw a touchdown on me, dude. Like, oh man, but that's the type of guy he is. He was just excited.
Yeah.
We love Big Red. We always talk, we in a group chat with Coach Sack and stuff. We go back and forth and stuff. We always wish him the best and good luck with everything. So, Big Red is in the blood. It's where we started, it's our
Yeah.
roots, and that's got us where we are today.
As they say, roll red.
Roll Red.
All right. Well, we're going to let you go on that. We greatly appreciate your time. Wish you nothing but the best on Sunday, and hopefully you get a chance to lift the Grey Cup again. And I'm looking forward to the time when it rolls into the Spot Bar in Steubenville and everybody gets to see it up close and personal. That'd be awesome. So
Hey,
good
no,
luck on Sunday.
thank you so much. And I'm hoping that we go ahead get it done here on Sunday. And I promise I'll try everything possible to bring it back home so everybody can go ahead and we all can have fun with it that night.
All right, Najee, thank you very much again. And we will talk to you soon, hopefully after a win on Sunday.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me, Mr. Phillips.
All right. Thank you.